And we're live. Welcome to another week of the SoReal Sports Podcast with your host, the CEO / owner of SoReal Studios LLC, Lamar Closing, and my partner in crime all the time, Reggie Walker. What's going on, man?
Another day. Man, we're back. Yeah. Hell of a weekend.
Yeah, it was a great weekend.
Yeah, but not for everybody, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely not for everybody. Weekend was pretty good though. Weekend was really good. I love the UFC fights that I watched. A couple of them was like pretty scary, but things all right. We done heard from them. We'll talk about it. NBA was pretty good this weekend. Baseball was all right. And the announcement of the last time we will be doing hockey. Hockey will be.
Come on, man. This is your second time. This is your second time trying to quit hockey, man.
This is the second time we done it too. But we got a lot to talk about today. Well, you know how we always started. We do a recap of what happened this past weekend. And let's start off with the UFC. UFC. Man, this fight, all these fights were good. First fight, it was a packed crowd.
Right.
The crowd makes a difference, to be honest with you.
We have fans back in UFC.
Fans are back in Florida, of course, because Florida don't give a damn. Florida didn't even have a pandemic.
No, they didn't.
Florida just had a mini vacation.
Yeah.
They let it settle for 3 days, and then that was like, hell, bring everybody back out.
Let's go to the beach.
Let's go to the beach. Packed, we don't care. What were they talking about? And that's what happened. Let's get to this first fight between Anthony Smith and Jimmy Crute. Jimmy Crute. Nah, I'm just playing.
His name is Jimmy Crute,
man. Jimmy Crute.
Crap is his name. Jimmy Crute.
We both picked Jimmy Crute, and hey, he had a chance until that one kick. That one kick by Anthony Smith ruined it. I did not know that you could hit somebody at one spot on your knee and it'll pretty much numb it to the point where you can't even walk on it. That's what happened to him. The man couldn't walk on it. He tried. He took him down. He got 2 takedowns that first round afterwards, but he couldn't fight in the second round, so they had to call it off. Anthony Smith picked up the win.
Yeah, that was surprising, but I mean, it is what it is. Nothing too much to say about that one.
It was well deserved though.
Oh yeah,
because he didn't throw a kick the whole fight until that one time. At one time he threw a kick, he hit it in the right spot. Dude couldn't even put his damn leg down. It was that bad. Whew. Yeah. Well, speaking of legs, let's go to this next fight between Uriah Hall and Chris Weidman.
Wow.
How many seconds was this? Matter of fact,
it was.
Hall didn't even throw a punch yet. The first thing was a kick.
17 seconds in, because I didn't actually see it live. It was
seen it live.
No, cause I was actually in the kitchen at the time. Like, okay, cool. I'm over here fixing my stuff, and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna catch the fight. So I hear the announcement. I'm like, all right, I gotta hurry up. Next thing you know, the bell. I'm like, all right, shit. So yeah, let me get back over there and watch. Next thing you know, it's over. They got to go to replay, and it took them a long time because I was like, it got to be real bad because it's taking them so long. They probably trying to make a decision of if they even going to try to replay it, or if because it was pretty bad.
It was horrible, man. Yeah. I've seen it when he did that kick. It looked like his ankle was about to wrap around that dude's leg. That's how bad it looked.
It really looked like it really looked like rubber. It was like the bone was gone.
And then he tried to put it back down. I was like, oh my God.
Ooh-wee.
That's even worse. Why do you even try to put this leg back down? He said he didn't know that it happened. He just did a kick and then he went back to try to step, and yeah, he fell down.
Yeah.
I was like, God, that was nasty. That's definitely was nasty. So that means Uriah Hall, he did win.
And he's okay.
He had surgery yesterday.
Yeah.
And yeah, he said he's doing well. So we pray for a speedy recovery for you. And what makes it even worse, that's the same person that fought dang, what's his name? I can't even think his name. And he did the exact same thing on him. Broke his leg. I forgot this dude's name. He's a commentator now.
Hey, I'm in the middle of my podcast. This is the second time. Okay. Goodbye.
For that.
Tiki, don't want that. I done told her the times I go to work, like what days I be out, she'll still call. Like what time the podcast is, still call.
Yeah, I have that same effect sometimes.
Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. Life happens. But yeah, what was you saying about you said the funny thing about the fight was what?
The same thing happened in a fight when he fought damn, I could have thought of his name by time.
Anderson Silva. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. And It happened to him.
Same exact thing. Yep.
Same person too. Wow, that's crazy. All right. So right now, that was our first win. First win. We both picked Uriah Hall. So that's our first win. Move on to the first championship bout. I don't know why I didn't announce this with championship bout. But Valentina Shevchenko going up against Jessica Andrade. Man, this wasn't even fair. This fight wasn't even fair. She tried her best to take Shevchenko down. It couldn't do it. Shevchenko said, bet, let me just take you down again.
Right.
It then had it to the point where she had both her arms pinned to the mat, and all she had to do is just pound.
Yeah.
It wasn't even fair, man. Easy win for Shevchenko.
Yep.
Remains the champion. I don't see nobody beating her right now. But she gotta go to another weight class.
I was just gonna say, like, the only person that, yeah, she would have to go to another weight class to fight Nunes.
Yeah,
so that's really the only person in her way right now.
Yeah, and that would be a pretty good fight, I believe.
Yeah, it'd be.
But it wouldn't be. I mean, they have to at least go 2 times. They have to do two rounds. I mean, 2 fights.
Yeah.
Because the first fight, it wouldn't be fair because Nunes pretty much is the best to ever do it. And for her to move into the weight class, it's a whole different ball game when you're changing weight classes.
Yeah.
So give her 2 fights, and we can see what happens. Yeah. But she easily beat Andrade. It wasn't even fair.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to this next fight. Another belt. Zane taking on Rose Namajunas. You was right. Man, that front leg kick to the mouth took her out.
That was it. That's all I needed.
Took her out quick. I didn't get a chance to watch this fight because what I was doing, I think I was watching a basketball game. And then I was like, well, the game haven't started yet. So, no, I was playing the baseball game. MLB The Show on Xbox. Now, finally got a baseball game on the Xbox. I was playing that. I was playing one game. Now, I'm like, I'm going to come back and watch it. By the time I came back, it was over. They were getting ready for the main event. I was like, damn. I'm like, who won then? You know, I seen Rose with the kick. I was like, well, I got to take a shot. First round knockout. So let me prepare myself. Take this shot for y'all. I can't believe it. Rose gonna have that belt for a while too.
Oh yeah. Another one. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, Rose, she gonna have that belt for a while. This for you, Rose. You the champ.
Oh, can I get you to stop like secretly doing plugs for Xbox?
It's not a plug for Xbox. It's actually a plug for PlayStation because PlayStation is the creator of the MLB The Show, but they allow Xbox to be able to play it now. So finally, PlayStation actually done something good. Finally,
It's just better.
Whatever. Last but not least, the main event of the evening. Usman taking on Masvidal. Ocho Cinco betted $50K on this fight for Masvidal. Did he win some money, Rich?
No.
So, hey, I've been trying my best to find a meme of him doing that shit so I could use it. That's like my new pissed off meme. He was on the table like, fuck.
Man, this wasn't even. I don't know why you were picking. Probably because of the Ben Askren fight. Like that's like his best fight. So it's like unless you just using that to bet that kind of money off of, like
he was an underdog, and he would have made big bucks if he actually won.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
He didn't.
That's true. You're right, he didn't. So fuck.
He did. He just lost $50K. And what made it even crazy, Masvidal always been talking about how Usman don't have good punches. His punches are weak.
He learned that.
He learned today. He learned today. Gave him a good old right hand. Bam!
Yes, he
Straight
did.
in the kisser.
He was like
straight in the kisser. So we both won that one. We both picked Usman, of course. And that's it for UFC. What you go? I went, 1, 2. I went 3 and 2. That was 3 and 2.
4 and 1.
4 and 1. Yep. Only loss was Anthony Smith, the first one. We both lost that one. All right. Let's move on to NBA. First game between the Pelicans and the Spurs. Reggie, who you pick?
Let me just get my shot ready.
Spurs won 110 to 108. It was really 110 to 105. They hit a very buzzer-beating 3 to make it 2-point game. And it didn't hurt the bettors because the Spurs was actually +2. So they was going to cover regardless.
Well, here's my shot for that. Congratulations.
Go Spurs, go.
I'm not saying that.
You don't have to. We know your heart.
Let's go Celtics.
Yeah, we're going to talk about them in a few. Next game between the 76ers and the Bucks. Man, okay. I understand that they do not have Ben Simmons right now. But Ben Simmons cannot make up for almost 40 points. They lost 132 to 94.
I don't think Embiid played either.
Embiid didn't play?
I don't believe he did.
Let me check my sources on that. Embiid probably didn't play. The way it looked like he didn't. No, he didn't play because he was in regular clothes.
Yeah, he was on the side.
Yeah, they could have warned us.
Well,
they could have warned us.
That does make up for the nearly 40 points.
Yeah, both of them together. Yeah, that does.
Yeah, so
he had a right shoulder soreness. And then Giannis played. And then, pretty much everybody played for him.
Yeah, it was good.
But No wonder they beat them like that.
Yeah, like we didn't see that coming. So,
well, yeah, this shouldn't count. We're gonna remove this for the record books.
Nice,
cause we did not know that both Embiid and Ben Simmons were gonna play.
Yeah,
but the crazy thing about it, don't they want to be the number 1 seed? Because with them losing like this, that put Brooklyn number 1. And guess who's number 3? The team that beat the hell out of them, 132-94, the Bucks. So I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I guess they resting. They feel like they can beat them regardless. But you're gonna have to make up for 38 points, both Embiid and Ben Simmons.
Very true.
Which is possible.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna act like it's not possible.
Right.
All right, next one between the Lakers and the Mavs. We both picked the Mavs. Anthony Davis still struggling, man. He's not looking himself right now. He's definitely not looking himself right now. That helps out for us because the Mavs won 108-93. Even though the Lakers did have a 16-point lead at one point in the game, they only scored 14 points in the fourth quarter. So that's pretty much the main reason why they lost. Like they couldn't score at all in the fourth.
Either woes, man.
But guess what? LeBron James coming back. You see his little post? Boy, he's something serious. He is something serious. We shall see. All right, now let's get to your Celtics, baby. Took on the Hornets.
Yep.
And y'all have lost. Y'all lost to the Hornets? Melo must be playing. Melo was playing.
First of all, I like to say that I personally didn't watch that game. I was trying to keep up with the Bruins. They were playing at the same time, and subsequently they lost as well. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. Like it's not looking good.
No,
it's not.
Don't tell me both teams lost.
Both.
Wow.
Both.
That's crazy.
But crazy. I mean, just like with the other games, man, it looks bad. 21 points. Come on, and we like you know me personally. I say we lose the game in the third quarter because we only mess around and score like 12, 14 points in the third quarter. It's unacceptable. We look around and score 60 points and go into halftime and maybe 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter and we only got 79 points. That's unacceptable.
It's definitely unacceptable. But hey, y'all still pretty good in the standings though. Y'all got the 6th spot, tied with the Heat. Yeah. But y'all got the advantage over the Heat. So y'all don't need to get in that play-in. That play-in ain't no joke.
What we need to do is win out. That's what we need to do.
No, that ain't happening.
I know.
All right, last but not least, let's look at them Nets. Them Brooklyn Nets took on the Phoenix Suns. KD is back, and he look good. Look damn good. Look like he ain't missed a step. He sure ain't being like AD. He ain't missed a step at all. Nets won 128-119.
Yeah.
Man. Like the Nets might hold on to that number 1 spot.
Yeah, I believe so. I really believe so. Like there's nothing that nobody can stop them right now. Like
that is true.
Especially when everybody healthy and everything clicking, man. It's just
man, Kyrie was in his bag. Man, it's hard to stop that man.
Yeah, that's a bad man.
Kyrie a bad man. Yeah. I believe him changing religion. I'm like his whole mind state is a little different than what he used to be. Like,
yeah, he's just a different type of individual, and like,
yeah, he really is.
His whole thing with life and with his personal agenda or whatever is so much different than how it is on the basketball court. Like he just go out and grind, bro. Like, and he do it like it don't even look like he do it like he putting that much effort into it. It's just like it's like, all right, this is what I do. I'm gonna go this way. No, I'm gonna come back this way, and then I got him right there, so I can just go ahead and put it. It's like he already see the play. Like he got a whole nother dynamic, man.
Yeah, he does, and they look good. They look good, and they still don't have James Harden. That's scary. That is scary. Very scary. But hey, that'll do it for the NBA. We shall see what's gonna happen this week. Let's move on to baseball. I'm so glad that we did not put my Braves on here because, whoo, especially yesterday. Yesterday we went 2 games and only got 1 hit in 2 games, and that was the first game. First game we got 1 hit. Second game we got no hit. 1 hit in 2 games in 1 day. So that's how I'm talking about my Braves. We ain't gonna talk about your Rockies.
Of course not. Let's not continue to hurt my feelings. Like I've been shamed already.
Okay.
I understand the pain.
Okay. As long as you understand pain, that's all that matters. Let's talk about these Brewers versus the Cubs, though. Brewers versus the Cubs. Brewers did win that series 2-1. Reggie, you got it right. You got it right. I thought the Cubs were gonna come through. Cubs are struggling, man. I see that now. Cubs are struggling.
You had Cubs 2-1, right?
Yeah, I had Cubs 2-1. You said Brewers 2-1. Man, they struggle. Moving on to the next one, Mariners versus Red Sox. You had the Red Sox winning 3-1. I said a tie. And tie came through. Appreciate the tie. I just knew it. Eventually they would tie, and that's what happened. They tied. That's what's up. I like both of them. Both teams been doing good. Both teams have been doing good, so I like that. All right, let's move on to the Blue Jays versus the Rays. We both said the Blue Jays beat the Rays 2-1. That's exactly what happened. Blue Jays beat the Rays 2-1. That's what's up. That what's up. Blue Jays keep on winning, baby. Keep on winning. All right, let's go to these cheating ass Astros took on the LA Angels. You said a tie. I said a tie. Astros bitch asses came through and found a way to win one more game. They won 3-1. Dang. Yeah, they beat the hell out of them Saturday too. Yeah, I think it was like 16 or something.
It was like 15 or 6 or something like that.
It was 16 or something last time I checked. Let me look at this. 16-2. That's what it was. Yeah. Damn, Angels, man. I can't keep having all these good hopes for you and y'all keep failing.
Because you really only got hopes in one player. Like you don't believe in the whole organization. You just
I really got hopes in like 3 players. I like Mike Trout. I like Ohtani. I like Pujols. I like Justin Upton. He's good. I mean, I like their squad. They just don't do it. They don't do it.
I thought you only believed in Trout.
I believe in Trout, but Trout ain't doing. I don't know. That organization is strange. They have the talent to win. They just don't win. They just don't win. It's that strange, man. But I know who does win. Them Padres took on the LA Dodgers. You said Dodgers 3-1. I said Padres won't lose 3 games this weekend. They did. They won 3-1. Bold prediction from me. Bold prediction was correct. How you like that, Reggie? And your boy Fernando Tatis, man, he killed them all weekend. I think he ended up having 5 home runs against them. He had 2 home runs in 2 games, and then he hit a solo one, I believe, yesterday. And the crazy thing about it, they have been saying that he been cheating. And this is how they say he been cheating. It's an unwritten rule. Baseball got so many unwritten rules.
I'm sick of these damn unwritten rules, man.
All right, the unwritten rule is when you up at bat, you cannot look at the catcher. The reason why you can't look at the catcher is because the catcher is giving hand signals. And a certain hand signal will let you know what pitch the pitcher is throwing. So they showed one pitcher. I believe they showed one pitcher. It was against Trevor Bauer. It was showing one picture where he was standing like this, but he was looking down. It looks like he was looking down. And as he was looking down at the catcher. It looks like he was looking down on the catcher. And as soon as he seen that, the pitcher threw the pitch and he killed it, knocked it clean over. So that's the reason why they said that. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I don't think he cheated. Even though he might have cheated, he still got to hit the ball.
Right.
And he hit it. He definitely hit it. He killed it. But hey, man, they keep battling each other. That's going to be a great series if we see it in the playoff. And I'm ready for it. You know what I'm not ready for? Hockey. Let's go to hockey, man. Let's get this
we
shit.
had a bad weekend.
Get this shit out the way. I'm finna run through these hockey.
I mean, we had a bad weekend.
That was it. We're finna run through hockey. All right.
We had bad weekends in UFC.
First one is between the Washington Capitals and the New York Islanders. We both picked the Islanders. Capitals won 6-3.
Disappointing too.
How is it disappointing? Because we both picked them and both was wrong?
No, because the Islanders were without two key players. And
that is true.
And we just beat the Islanders the other day. And we're not even that good. I mean, we're decent, but like we're not just good. And the Capitals suck.
Yeah, Capitals is tripping. They are definitely tripping. I don't know what's going on with them. I thought Ovechkin was still playing with them.
Yes.
So why they tripping? I guess that's all they got.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Yeah, he showed didn't play if he still with him. Dang. That's probably the reason why they lost. All right, moving on to the next one. We got the Hurricanes. Think that's, hold on, I want to get it right. The Carolina Hurricanes took on the Florida Panthers. What in the world? Yep, Florida Panthers. Yep. We both picked the Hurricanes, right?
And we lost to the Panthers.
Panthers won 4-3 in OT.
Yep. Fucking team. So, I mean, like, who would have thunk it? It's just terrible. It's a bad weekend so far, man. So
we suck at picks. We suck at picks. All right, let's go to the Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Let's talk about these Montreal Canadiens taking on the Calgary Flames. Reggie, why we don't pick the Flames? Because this is the second time the Flames been on our sheet, and we ain't pick them and they win.
I know. Look, it's Canada. I don't know. Like I said, somebody got to be paying you to keep putting these damn Canadian teams out here like this.
Man, is that what mostly the hockey is? Canadian team. Sorry, Flames beat the Canadians 5-2. Move on to the next one. Toronto Maple Leafs took on the Jets. Can we get a win?
We got the win.
About damn time. Winnipeg Jets took the L. We beat them 4-1. Maple Leafs did beat the Jets 4-1.
Yeah.
Last but not least, let's talk about these Boston Bruins taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. shot bet. Very intense game. And at the end, who picked up the victory?
It wasn't so endish. It wasn't third period, so
Right. Exactly.
I just didn't need that. Like our goalie is like top. We just got him too, and he graduated from. He came from University of Boston. So like yeah, straight up hometown kid, like fresh, and he out there like crushing it. Finally let one go. Because I was honestly like at that point, I was like just hoping like let's just go to the shootout. Let's go to the shootout. We'll win that. I wasn't worried about that, but couldn't just never get. I mean, we had plenty of shots on goal. Couldn't get nothing to fall.
Well, no one did fall. Is whatever liquor you about to pour into your cup for that shot.
You want me to show it again? Sure.
For that shot you finna take. Oh yes. Hey, say Sidney Crosby when you drink it.
Shut up.
Come on, man. One good time. Say Sidney Crosby. Say Crosby.
I'm gonna say my goalie's name, which is Swayman, who let me down.
Okay.
Swayman let me down.
Okay. Crosby did get the assist in that one, which is his 36th assist. That's typical Sidney. All right. That does it for hockey. Now we can finally get to our topics for today. First topic, let's go to the NBA. Now, we did mention that the Lakers has been struck. Lakers are currently the 5th seed in the playoffs. If the playoffs would start today, they are currently the 5th seed. But guess who's coming back to save them? LeBron James, saying he is coming to a city near you as he show himself doing the slowest suicides I've ever seen in my life. So, Reggie, what seed will the Lakers end up having now since LeBron James will be coming back?
I don't think they're gonna move. I mean, they're sitting at 5 right now. They could possibly move up, possibly, but it's gonna take a lot to do it. A lot both ways. So, I think they stay at 5, possibly 4. Who's 4 right now?
Denver.
Yeah, Denver. So yeah, I don't think Denver gonna do too much of balling out. Man, like Jokic is balling. I honestly,
MVP candidate.
Yeah, he MVP easy. Give it to him. He deserves it. Look what he is. Like he done put in work, bro. Like and not even that. The fact that Murray is gone and he ain't slowed down. Like he's consistent. That's what you need out of a player like that. He's doing it day in, day out. Like, and matter of fact, I actually want to go to Ja Morant and the Grizzlies. They coming up here.
Man,
that's gonna be it's Knicks.
You need to go just to watch Ja Morant. Did you see what Ja Morant did? Was it yesterday?
No,
man, Ja Morant, he killed it. Man, Ja Morant was going crazy on it. It was against the Blazers. I don't know if it was yesterday or it was Saturday. No, it was yesterday because Jalen didn't play. Jalen Jackson Jr. He didn't play yesterday. He playing today. It was against the Blazers. This man, he was in his bag. I mean, crossovers, pass fakes, hitting threes. He was in his bag yesterday. It was ridiculous. And even without Jalen Jackson Jr., who just came back, this last week? Because he's been out all year. Just came back. And without him, killed the Blazers. Yeah, you definitely need to see it. You definitely need to see it.
Like I completely forgot. It's today. They own right now. They own right now.
So they play.
Have you heard anything about having to get the vaccine to go to sporting events?
No.
You don't have to have a vaccine.
Don't have to have a vaccine.
Okay.
Just have your mask. Only time I heard about a vaccine is travel. Like playing
out the country and shit. Yeah.
So you said they remain the 5th seed. Even with LeBron James coming back, I actually have them dropping down to the 6th seed. And here's why. The Mavs own the tiebreaker since they did beat them back-to-back, Thursday and Saturday. So now they own the tiebreaker. The Mavs are only 2 games behind. LeBron ain't coming back for another week. I believe the Lakers will win today. They playing some screw. Yeah, they beat the Magics 114-103. So I definitely, they was going to win that game. But they do got the Wizards Wednesday. They can possibly lose that game, even though the Spurs just beat them in overtime. Just had to throw that out there.
In overtime.
They also have the Kings. They'll beat the Kings at home. And then they have Sunday, they have the Raptors. So even with all that, I still feel like they will fall to the 6th seed. This is what I'm hoping for. Now, I definitely agree with you on them just staying put and being the 5th seed. Because 5th or 4th seed, 4th or 5th seed really don't matter. They're going to play each other regardless. Only difference is the home court advantage. And that means the Nuggets will have the home court advantage. And it wouldn't even matter unless Jokic just go stupid and pull off a 2011 NBA Finals Dirk Nowitzki type game series and beat them in the first round, which has never happened to LeBron James his whole entire career.
They're not gonna write it up to where it happens again, ever.
Right. And they gonna be up. They gonna find some way to be like, well, if it finally happened, it took them to have to be hurt. They always find the excuse for LeBron. But that's beside the point. The reason why I want them to drop to the 6th seed, because the very first series they will have to face is the Clippers. And I believe the Clippers have the best chance to beat them. I really like the Clippers, how they've been shooting. They number 1 in 3-point percentage. They top 5 in free throw percentage. And I believe they're gonna set the record for the best offensive efficiency in NBA history, which was set last year by the Dallas Mavericks. The way they've been playing is ridiculous. Paul George, hopefully he can do this in the playoffs, because right now he's regular season P. You know what Kawhi gonna give you on a nightly basis. But you also got Rondo, and we have seen playoff Rondo before, and I believe playoff Rondo will come into effect. I'm so glad that they kept Cousins, even though he's not like the cousin of old. He still can contribute. He's still doing decent enough. And the way that Andre Drummond has been getting beat on the high pick and rolls, they gonna kill them, especially with Rondo doing the high pick and roll. And you know that's what he does best, high pick and roll.
Yep.
I feel like they got a good shot, and that would be so embarrassing. And that's one thing LeBron James is known for, finding a way to be embarrassed. He got swept in 2007 by the Spurs. He got killed in 2014 by the Spurs. He lost to the Dallas Mavericks in 2011 in the finals. And in 2017 and 18, he lost to the same Warriors by only getting 1 game out of those 2 series. So as of that, I definitely can see LeBron James being put out in the first round if they drop to the 6th seed. Even if they don't lose to the Clippers, they still got to face a possible Suns or a possible Nuggets. It's loaded up top.
They both, yeah, it really is.
It's loaded up top in the West. It's not going to be easy. The reason why people think it's going to be easy because of what they did last year. But it's a whole entire different team this year. They do not have Danny Green, who was shooting lights out in the playoffs. They do not have Rondo, who was a key important player last year. They do not have Dwight Howard. They got Andre Drummond, but Andre Drummond is like a nice big man. He's not that strong when it comes to actually just dominating and getting big rebounds and stuff like that. JaVale McGee, he's not there. They got Marc Gasol instead, and he's definitely a defensive liability. So with all that, and including Anthony Davis, who still haven't played like Anthony Davis yet, it's going to be trouble for those Lakers, even with LeBron James coming back.
Definitely agree. I agree.
All right. Now, let's move on to some baseball, man. Let's get some baseball in here. Now, I did talk about my Braves earlier, and I did say that we only got one hit in 2 games yesterday. So that means one of those games I said was a no-hitter, which was the last game in which Madison Bumgarner was the starting pitcher. He allowed no hits, no runs, but it was a walk. No, I don't even think he allowed a walk. It was an error in which the player was able to get on base. So, in the rule book, which was established before making these doubleheaders, only 7 innings, that any no-hitter that happens will not count. It would not go in the record books. Now, since they actually finally seen a no-hitter, they want to debate it. So this is what we finna do now. Reggie, in your mind, do you think that a 7-inning no-hitter should count in the record books?
Yeah, it should count. We count goose eggs in the record book in football. A blowout is 21 points. A blowout in baseball is 7 innings, no hits. It should definitely count. Why would it not? You can't not say that that's greatness. That is greatness. I don't care what aspect you look at it. Even if you're not a fan of the game, you like me, you getting into it, or you've been a well-established, fan or even player. You do that. That is damn good. That is impressive. It's unheard of. We don't see that. So the fact that we see it and kind of sweep it under the rug is unimportant. I don't feel like that's right. It should definitely count. It should definitely be a part of history. And we was all a part of it, but we got to sit here and scratch our heads and be like, nah. I mean, it happened, but it technically didn't happen because of these fucking old ass rules.
Well, I would love to agree with you, but part of me wants to be biased at this point because it did happen against my Atlanta Braves. And that's one of the reasons why I do not want this to count. I do not want this 7-inning no-hitter to count. One reason, because it's only 7 innings. Normal no-hitters last 9 innings. No, we're not talking about back in the 1890s and the early 1900s when wasn't that many innings in baseball, or the innings probably happened and it shut down due to weather conditions or things like that. No, I want a full 9 innings for it to be counted as a no-hitter, because nobody can predict what could have happened the other 2 innings. Even though you do make a good point, the teams knew that it was only going to last 7 innings. You're right about that. However, it was only due to weather conditions on Saturday that the game was postponed to Sunday, which changed it to a doubleheader, which eliminates the 9 innings and make it 7 innings. It's not the Braves' fault. We did not ask for this. This is a part of the rules. So we got to abide by the rules, Reggie. And the rules state that any pitcher that actually throws no hits in a 7-inning doubleheader does not count in the record books as a no-hitter. But hey, he still got one start in which he did not allow a hit in 7 innings. Doesn't count as a no-hitter. Does not count as a no-hitter. You can say I'm being biased, and I already said I do have a little bit of bias in this because it was against my Braves. Now, say for instance, if it was my Braves that actually threw the no-hitter, I definitely would have been like, yes, it definitely counts. It should be a no-hitter.
Okay. Exactly, because that's exactly what it is. It's a no-hitter.
But it did not go 9 innings. That's the problem. It should go 9 innings for it to be a no-hitter.
Well, actually, it did because
it ended the game. It did not go 9 innings.
Technically, he no-hit y'all for
the game. The whole
13 innings, like straight up.
It wasn't that one pitcher. It was a one-hitter in 14 innings. Don't you dare do me like this. It's all right. It is all right. It is all right. Because you know what?
We're not talking about the Rockies.
Nah, hopefully we do win tonight. It made me feel better about it. But yes, that was a terrible day yesterday. That was god awful. But yeah, congrats to Madison Bumgarner. You still count to us as a no-hitter. Well, at least to Reggie, because I discount.
And the record book.
Yeah, in the record books you don't count. That's
well,
all.
I mean, okay. Let's all right. Let's look at the. It was a win, right?
Definitely was a win.
And it was
beat us 7-0.
And it was a no-hitter, right?
It was 0 hits in 7 innings. Yeah. 0 hits in 7 innings. That's what I'm talking.
All
right, man. Now let's go to the end of the show. My segment. All right, man. My segment indeed. So this segment is pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty self-explanatory. And let me go ahead and address this. Reggie, you ain't got to, you already know. You're muted. All right. So, which brings forward to me my segment. I've been thinking about this for a long time. And I've been trying to figure out what should I do. And it came to me while I was at work. And I want to give this man his flowers while he's still alive. Because people do not know that this man had a birthday yesterday. And Reggie, you ain't got to say nothing because I already know it's a shot. But I want to let everybody know on here. And I want to give him a happy B-Day. Happy belated B-Day to one of the greatest NBA players in history. No, I'm not talking about Michael Jordan. Everybody know when his B-Day is. No, I'm definitely not talking about LeBron James because everybody know when his B-Day is. If you don't know, just ask a LeBron James fan. They probably tell you the day that he was born, the exact time he was born, how naked he was when he came out, and what the first thing that he was swallowed in whenever he was laid on his mother's bosom the time that she first held him. All you gotta do is ask a LeBron James fan, and they'll tell you all of that in exact detail. No, I'm talking about Tim Duncan. I want to give a great happy belated B-Day to Tim Duncan, the greatest Spurs player in history, one of the greatest players in history, the greatest power forward in NBA history, and I just want to recap on his great resume. Tim Duncan, a two-time NBA All-Star, a five-time NBA champion, a three-time NBA Finals MVP, and the man who had put 2 L's, yes, that's right, 2 L's on LeBron James in his career with 19 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. 15-time All-Star, 15-time All-NBA, the 1997-98 Rookie of the Year, 1999-2000 All-Star MVP, people don't really bring up, and a 15-time All-Defensive Player. And to top it all off, will go down in the Hall of Fame this year. So, with all that being said, I would like to say a happy belated to the GOAT, Tim Duncan. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had so much fun. I wish I would have been able to celebrate with you. But guess what? This is my celebration for it right here. Shot for Tim Duncan. This for you. It's my shot for a happy belated B-Day to Tim Duncan. I miss you. I wish you were still playing with us. And yeah, I'm taking the shot. Strong. All right. That does it for the end of the show. Don't like how Reggie was looking at me, so I will remain muting him for the rest of the show. I don't care what he got to say for the rest of the show. We will just sit here and enjoy me. Okay, you can unmute yourself, Reggie. God damn. You can unmute yourself.
Look, all I want to say is I'm glad you took that damn shot because the taste of that man's balls in your fucking mouth had to be disgusting. That had one.
Whatever. Don't you hate on the greatness of Tim Duncan?
I'm not.
I did not take his jersey off the Raptors for this great occasion.
The only thing I'm doing is the fact that, like, people, you could be a fan. Nothing wrong with being a fan. What you did just then was wish this man a happy belated, not even currently, but a belated.
One day.
You took a shot. And then not only that, you said that you thought, well, you wish that he was still playing. He wished that he was still playing. Dude, he done. He was done. He did the right thing. He retired. I appreciate him being in the Hall of Fame. Finally, he deserves it. I get that. All the compliments, accolades, and all that. You do not have to waste the whole segment.
You know damn well I would not be a Spurs fan if it wasn't for this man.
I don't know that. You told me that you had a choice of who you wanted to be a fan of
in 1998.
And you suddenly chose the Spurs.
Yes, in 1998, my daddy told me, who is a Laker fan, by the way, he told me that I should not be forced to become a Laker fan. So I could choose any team that I want to. And the team that caught my eye was how great Tim Duncan and David Robinson played together, who was also called the Twin Towers at the time. And Tim Duncan, the big fundamental, old man Riverwalk himself. Timmy!
You do realize, like, your segment over, right? Like you
the one that wanted to keep talking.
No, I didn't want to keep talking.
I was trying to end the show. You hating on me is the reason why we still talking about Tim Duncan.
No. I said what I had to say. I said exactly. I'm glad you took that shot to get the taste of his balls out your mouth. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. Hey,
if you wanted to keep me muted for that, then fine.
You just upset because you can't be a fan of Timothy Theodore Duncan like I am a fan of Timothy Theodore Duncan.
That's terrible. That's terrible. I'm just gonna be a fan of Michael Jeffrey Jordan. How about that?
Michael Jeffrey Jordan. You stick to him. Now, be a fan of Paul Wall Pierce. I don't know his middle name, so I thought of Paul Wall Pierce.
His middle name is Shut Up. That's what the fuck you need to do. Shut up.
But Paul Anthony, you know it was Paul Anthony.
On this note, I will join you in celebrating his life of basketball, not just because he was actually born on a certain day. Like, I don't care what day you were born on.
Oh yeah, by the way, you do know he been taking MMA lessons, right?
Why?
I guess stay in shape.
Oh, okay. This is for old Timmy, who was out there apparently taking MMA lessons.
Yeah, he has. He has been taking MMA lessons. I don't know if he actually gonna go in the octagon, but he definitely been taking them lessons.
He should fight Jake Paul.
Woo! If he fought Jake Paul, man,
they ain't gonna let that happen, man. I'll
be so happy.
They ain't gonna let that happen. They would not let that happen.
That'd be one of the best days of my life. Just to see Tim Duncan beat the hell out of Jake Paul. All right, man. Let's end this show.
He already done beat up Nate.
Nate Robinson.
I'm just saying
he already even punch. It seemed like Nate never threw a punch his whole life until that fight. He fought him. Yeah.
Well, we don't know what this granddaddy Tim Duncan gonna be able to go out there and do against him.
Go on YouTube and look at Tim Duncan.
I don't want to go on YouTube and look at no. Just we end the show. Just cut it off.
All right, Wednesday is a special day for us. It will be the NFL Draft Special, in which we will give you top 10 or top 15 picks predictions.
It don't matter. We can do 10, 15. I pretty much held like my mock set up anyway. So like my first.
Well, we normally do 32. The 32 will be posted.
Yeah.
On the YouTube page after our show. So they can show it'll show both of our top 32 picks in the first round.
Cool. I'm with it.
We got that going. NFL Draft Special. Be ready for that. Until then, y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all on Wednesday with another edition of the SoReal Sports Podcast. See you then.
All right. We out.